It's Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Barrett. And you won't be hearing any of that here.
Girl, you're looking fine tonight, and every guy has got you in his sights. What you're doing with a clown like me, it surely won't life's little mysteries. So tonight I'll ask those stars above, how did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say to turn your angel eyes my way? I'm the guy who never learned to dance. I never even got one second glance across a crowded room, but that was close enough. I could look, but I could never touch. So tonight I'll ask the stars above, how did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say to turn your angel eyes my way? Don't anyone wake me if this is just a dream, because she's the best thing ever happened to me. All you fellows, you can look on life, but this girl you see, she's leaving here with me tonight. There's just one more thing I need to know. If this is love, why does it scare me so? It must be something that only you can see. 'Cause girl, I feel it when you look at me. So tonight I'll ask the stars above, how did I ever win your love? What did I do? What did I say
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt, and there's Jason Sturgeon with a cover, a very good cover of the old tune Angel Eyes. That was the Jeff Healey Band's original tune. And just in case you don't remember who Jeff Healey is, Roadhouse. He was the band leader in the movie Roadhouse, the blind guitar player. Yeah, Canadian too, by the way. Just learned that actually as I was looking through his Wikipedia page. Born in Toronto. Healey was raised in the city. There you go. Roadhouse wasn't actually the only movie that he ever did, actually. So, although it looks like a lot of, it's mostly all music stuff after that. So, Roadhouse was the only Hollywood movie, we should say. Jason Sturgeon, he's a great artist, by the way. Jason Sturgeon did a great cover of that one. Check out, it's on his most recent album, Cornfields and Coal. It's the name of the album. It came out last year, I believe late last year. So, Ben Merritt taking you all the way through and getting you some brand new country music. Again, here on Off the Beaten Path podcast. And I love finding cool little covers like that. It's kind of fun stuff. So, all right, moving on. If you've got a song that you want to hear, or maybe you've got a band that you want to suggest, pass them along. OTBPpodcast@gmail.com. And again, it is all because you guys are interested in hearing some of these bands. So that's the only reason why I do this, and actually it's not. That's a lie. I love doing this stuff. So speaking of which, here's the new one, Early Ray. Early Ray's got their country music EP and then the Highway to Hell EP, Highway to Jail. Highway to Jail EP. Couple of great EPs from Early Ray. Check them out. And this one is Go Big or Go Home. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast.
It's Friday night, we're getting right. Load up the truck with the women and wine. I'm out to find all the pretty girls. Forget politics, I'll let Bono save the world. We're going big or going home. Turn up the radio, turn on some George Jones. We're going big or going home. Are you ready? We're going big tonight. Don't call it a comeback, 'cause I have been drinking here for days. I don't know much, but I know, I sure know my man Jose. We going big or going home. Turn up the radio, turn on some George Jones. We're going big or going home. Are you ready? We're going big tonight. All right. Whoa. Go big or go home, boys. Going big. We're on the highway to jail. Call up my mama and arrange my bail. We're on the highway to jail. Call up the bondsman and arrange my bail. We're on the highway to jail. We're on the highway to jail. We're going big or going home. Turn up the radio, turn on some George Jones. We're going big or going home. Are you ready? Yeah, we're going big or going home. Turn up the radio, turn on some George Jones. We're going big or going home. Are you ready? Yeah, we're going big tonight. All right. Woo!
What's up?
Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/offthebeatenpath.
Appreciate you. You're just so cool.
And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
Girl, that dress is a loaded gun. You look like like you like to have fun. This place is closing down. Where are you going now? It's too early to go home. So tell me where the party at. I'll show up with a smile and a cold six-pack. Tell me where you wanna get your groove on. I'll get a move on. We can go all night long till we break down. I'll see you looking at me like I'm a VIP. So put my name on your list and seal it with a kiss, and I'll be on my way to you. All you gotta do is tell me where the party at. Tell me where the party at. Hang on, girl, I'll be right back. Let me settle up your town. Who knows what this night will bring, but I'm up for anything. You got me wanting you bad. So tell me where the party at. Show up with a smile and a cold six-pack. Tell me where you wanna get your groove on. I'll get a move on. We can go all night long till we break down. I'll see you looking at me like I'm a VIP. So put my name on your list and seal it with a kiss, and I'll be on my way to you. All you gotta do is tell me where the party at. Tell me where the party at. Stop wasting time, girl. Your place or mine, girl. So tell me where the party at. I'll show up with a smile and a cold six-pack. Tell me where you wanna get your groove on. I'll get a move on. We can go all night long till we break down. I'll see you looking at me like I'm a VIP. So put my name on your list and seal it with a kiss, and I'll be on my way to you. All you gotta do is tell me where the party at. Yeah. Tell me where the party at. Oh. Tell me where the party at. Girl, tell me where the party at. Tell me where the party at.
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt, and there you go, Chad Brownlee, and where the party at? All right, I'm not gonna lie, it's only like the second time I've heard that song, so I'm not 100% sure on all of the words just yet, but I'll learn it, I promise. It's a good tune, I like it. Chad Brownlee, and where the party? That's his brand new single, by the way. It's out right now. All right, it's Off the Beaten Path podcast. Stick around. We got Lucas Hoge coming up in just a little bit. He's going to stop by and tell us a little bit about his trek through the country music industry, including a couple of spins into TV. So that'll be kind of fun. But first, here's Ricky Young. Ricky Young, this is off the Spinning My Wheels album from 2012. He's got a new tune out, but I played something similar to it last week, and I just didn't want to do it twice in a row because I'm not a big South Carolina Gamecocks fan, but hey, you know, you gotta, anyway. So he's got a new tune out, it's called Gamecock Rock, but I like this one better. It's off the Spinning My Wheels album from 2012. It's The Day That I Die. It's Ricky Young on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
I lost a real good friend of mine a couple days ago. It got my wheels spinning, I got to laughing, 'cause I know what he's doing now. 20,000 plus, barefoot with his old guitar, eating up the spotlight. Yeah, that's exactly where he wanna be. One day when it's me, I'll be floating down the Waccamaw River in the Carolina sun, rigging up a line, laid back, having a nice cold beer with a friend I ain't seen in a long, long time. Watch up tomorrow, tell mama I love her. Tell daddy I love him too. Little brother, buddy, I couldn't be more proud of you. May feel like a real bad dream, it may sting, but don't cry for me. Don't cry for me. I'll be floating down the Waccamaw River in the Carolina sun, rigging up a line, laid back having an ice cold beer with a friend I ain't seen in a long, long time. Watching all the water bugs scatter, having the time of my life. On the day that I die, looking down at the sky, I'll say my last goodbye. I'll be smiling, 'cause I'll be floating down the Waccamaw River in the Carolina sun, rigging up a line, laid back having an ice cold beer with some friends I ain't seen in a long, long time. Watching all the water bugs scatter, having the time of my life. On the day that I die, the day that I die. Don't you cry, don't you cry.
Anybody got a computer?
Be sure to find Off the Beaten Path on the internet,
Country radio on my computer.
on Facebook,
Internets.
and Twitter. Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt, and I've got the distinct honor, and it's honestly a huge pleasure every time I get to introduce a little bit more of the big amalgamation that is country music. And every time that means I get to talk to a brand new artist. And I got Lucas Hoge on the line. Lucas, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I love spreading the word of country music and definitely finding those that I'm not going to say you're brand new because you're not. You've got a couple albums out there. We'll talk about those in a little bit.
Sure.
But the fact that, you know, maybe you're not the most well heard of artist, and that's not a bad thing, but we're here
That's a good way to put it.
yeah, we're here to spread the word a little bit. So
Let's do it.
all right, before we go diving into spreading the word, I got to break the ice a little bit, all right?
All right.
I have two generic icebreaker questions that I ask everyone, and I didn't warn you about these at all, did I?
Uh-oh. No. I'm scared a little bit.
All right. For season number 2, which we're coming up on here pretty soon, I'm going to find a better second question, but here it is. Question number 1, where are you right now? And be as specific as you want to be.
I am sitting in my basement office in my house, and I've got my essential oil bottles in front of me, and I'm sitting in front of my computer with my calendar of tour schedules in front of me.
So, secondary question, and like I said, that's why I'm going to change it because you just answered it. What, besides talking to me, are you doing? Because we're all able to multitask. That's why I'm changing the second question for second season because you just answered it without having me ask you. So,
Well, I've got a little bit more to add to that.
oh, all right, perfect.
Different projects going on. I've got things that we need to mail out. I've got my 1099s that I have not sent to my band members yet.
Uh-oh.
And I'm still trying to figure out these things for taxes. So that's where I'm sitting in that world at the moment.
Oh, well, the management portion of it is always a little more difficult, isn't it?
Oh, man. Yeah. That's fun.
All right. I'm sure you'd rather be out on the road playing music as opposed to paying the guys that play with you right now, but
Exactly.
it's got to happen. So keep those musicians happy. So,
Absolutely right.
and as I mentioned, you're not exactly brand new to country music. You have had a couple of albums out already, and I mean, you've been around. You know some things, and as a matter of fact, we'll talk about how few people have maybe already heard of you in just a little bit. But tell us a little bit about the up and coming. Tell us what inspired you to get into country music and things like that.
When I was in grade school, in high school, and going on up the ranks there, my dad was in different singing groups and things like that, and I would always see him singing with his buddies and him going around the local county and singing in different organizations and stuff. And they invited a friend over, and his son brought his guitar with him, and man, this kid could just wail on the guitar, and I just fell in love with the guitar. I was already playing the drums, but I just fell in love with the guitar. And from then I started playing guitar and just singing whenever I can, kind of just in the corner, kind of on my own, you know. And it wasn't until my dad and my brother were up on stage together, and they sang one of my favorite Alan Jackson songs, Midnight in Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
And I just was like, man, I got to be doing that. So I went over and talked to the DJ there, and he just lived down the road from us out in the country. And he's like, come over and I'll set you up in the studio downstairs and just let you sing, see if you're even any good, you know. And I went down there and just started singing. He's like, yeah, you're coming with me everywhere we go now. So that's how I kind of started out, just singing karaoke with my dad and my brother and things like that, and just started blooming. And then I started, you know, auditioning band members and singing for different bands around. I was opening up a music store in Beatrice, Nebraska, just me and my guitar one time, and in walks this group of guys, and you could tell they were in a band, you know, and country band, and they sat there for about 30 minutes while I was playing, kind of just sat there and kind of looked down their nose at me like a little bit, you know, and finally I took a break, and they're like, hey, are you singing with anybody? And it was the Southern Cross. I don't know if you've heard of that country rock band, but I fronted that band for a number of years.
Very nice.
In Nebraska. And yeah, I just started building after that, man.
Definitely, yeah.
Playing.
Southern Cross is kind of you know, they're a throwback. Definitely, that was a good little band.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're still out there playing or not, but we played a lot of great shows, opening up for a lot of acts that came through there, different casinos and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely, very cool. So, all right, sir. Well, now is the time to talk about how a few people may have already been introduced to you, Mr. Lucas Hoge. It's it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I've ever really talked to a TV star before, to tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was pretty cool. There was this new show coming out called, well, they haven't even had a title for it yet. They were just like, hey, we're trying to do this TV show and stuff. And it started in Cookeville. Yeah, Cookeville, Tennessee. And there was a transport service called PETS Transport Service, Peterson's Express Transport Service. And they rescued anywhere from 160 to 180 dogs.
Wow.
And I went up there and I know, that's a ton of dogs every single week. That's just.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't. Yeah.
That's nuts.
They've rescued hundreds of thousands of dogs.
Wow.
Since they've been in business. And they started to wrap a TV show around it. And I went up there and, you know, they asked me to come along and be the country music guy singing and saving dogs. So we had a great relationship. It was a fun show to be on and very rewarding, you know, to be a part of that. And one day when we were out filming, and I come across this just ratty-looking brown stray dog, basically right off the TV show Lady and the Tramp. You know, this dog could have walked right out of the cartoon. You know, just the sweetest thing. And she'd follow you around. She'd obey every word. So she knows she had to be somebody's pet that just got loose.
Yeah.
So we rescued that dog, and she clinged to me quite a little bit. So I went back and said, hey guys, you know, let's write a theme song and see if the TV show will take it. You know, and I sat down with my wife Laura Lynn and my buddy Corey Barker, and we wrote a theme song and sent it off to Al Roker because he was the guy producing the show, and he texted me as he was flying. I think he was flying to Haiti. That's when the big tsunami was coming.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I love this song. I'm going to go to bat, see if we can get it on there. And sure enough, it was the theme song for the TV show as well. So called Last Chance Highway.
So
and, yeah.
the Al Roker weatherman for the Today Show was the producer that did the show?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Great guy. Super nice guy.
All right. Well, as you said, you wrote the theme song for that one, but that's not the only TV show that you've written a theme song for either. You did Tom's Wild Life too, right?
Yeah, which is a crazy fun show. If anybody's out there that have ever seen the show or knows anything about Tom McMillan or Blake Shelton for that matter, he was on the show a lot. You know it's going to be a crazy fun show. And it took place not far from my hometown there in Nebraska. He was just right across the Kansas line in a little town in Kansas there, so about 3 hours away. And I was filming a hunting show, actually. Let's backtrack a little bit, up in South Dakota called Going Country with Christy Lee Cook, and got to know the producers and the engineers of that show really well, and kept in touch after that show aired. and they called up my manager Laura and my wife there, and she said, "Hey, I heard you guys are doing a new show," and they're like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a hunt show." And they said, "Hey, you guys want to try writing a theme song for it?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, send it over." So they sent over the pilot, and we sat there, and about 30 seconds in, I was like, "You know what? I got an idea. Shut it off. Hold on." And so I went over and grabbed the guitar and wrote the chorus to Give a Damn and sent it off to them, and they just fell in love with it, and so did Tom from the show. And then they had us, and they licensed the song there, and then they had us on the show in Vegas for the ACAA Awards as well. So it was a fun time, man, and really enjoy that song. And whenever I play it out, people really relate to it. It's pretty fun.
Well, I've listened to it, and as prior to us actually recording the interview, I gave you two options because you've given me a song that you want people to hear, and then I was like, okay, well, I've got two songs that I like of yours as well, and Give a Damn was one of them, so definitely a very good song. And
Thank you.
Do you think maybe it's time for them to hear it?
I think they should.
All right. We'll come back. We'll talk about the other song that I liked a lot because it's a very important song. And then we'll start talking about the new single, and we'll do the Pimp Yourself portion, all right?
Sounds great.
I'm a big buck hunter, son of a gunner, camp on the riverbank kind. A handshake dealer, first kiss stealer with a catfish on the line. I mean what I say, a pre-meal prayer, and I work for what I earn. I might do it outdoors or less is more, or it don't take long to learn that I'm backwoods out in the sticks, down home, rebel hick, country as it gets and proud to be. I'm homegrown, southern bred, switch raised and corn fed, and if you got a beef with who I am, ask me if I give a damn. I'ma shoot you straighter, meat and potato, call you back later, man. A whiskey sipping, cow tipping, skinny dipping fan. I'm a four-course supper, crank it on up, a big tire trucker guy. A dirt road lover, good to my mother and brother, let me tell you why. I'm backwoods, out in the sticks, down home, rebel hick, country as it gets and proud to be. I'm homegrown, southern bred, switch raised and corn fed, and if you got a beef with who I am, well, ask me if I give a damn. I'm a Friday night party thrower, Sunday morning church goer, member of the NRA. I like NASCAR, die hard, karaoke, dive bars, and living in the USA. I'm backwoods, out in the sticks, down home, rebel hick, country as it gets and proud to be. I'm homegrown, southern bred, switch raised and corn fed, and if you got a beef with who I am, well, ask me if I give a damn, yeah. Well, ask me if I give a damn.
So there you go. That is Give a Damn from the guy that I got on the line right now. That's Lucas Hoge. Lucas, how are you, sir?
I am doing great, man. Thanks for spinning that tune.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I could see how, Tom's Wild Life, that pretty much just matches up perfectly. And having Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert on your show definitely sets the tone, I would have to say.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't hurt to have that kind of star power on your show, right?
Oh yeah, the star power helps a lot too. But I think Blake Shelton kind of just drives whatever show he's on. If he's on, you see The Voice, he sets a lot of the trash talking levels pretty high. So
He owns it, doesn't he?
he does. All right. Well, the other song that I wanted everyone to hear, and if I had time to put 3 of your songs on, man, I absolutely would. But the other song I wanted everyone to hear was Medal of Honor. It is such a huge song, and it's very important, and the premise behind it and everything that you've done with that song is very cool. I want you to tell us all about it and tell us kind of where it came from,
Definitely. Well, it started way back in 2009. Me and my wife, Laura Lynn, made our first trip over to Iraq, Kuwait, and Kosovo to play for our servicemen and women over there on a tour. And we got to our last leg, which is in Kosovo. So we were going from the deserts of Iraq and Kuwait to about 4 feet of snow in Kosovo. And we're sitting there in the general's office, and he hands us these dog tags with the Soldier's Creed on them. And, and we're passing them around, and Laura comes up to me and she's like, you know what, I got a great idea for a song. And she's like, I think we need to write a song called Medal of Honor. And I was like, man, that sounds like a great idea. So we came back over here to the States, and we sat down and we wrote that song. And, really just writing it specifically for our servicemen and women that are over there fighting for us every single day, not really thinking that anybody else is going to hear it, because we're just going to give it away in download cards and CDs and stuff to our troops. Mm-hmm. And so we write the song, we record it, and we're sending out download cards and giveaways and stuff to our troops and putting them in gift bags and stuff. And I'm doing the celebrity shoot for the troops down here for Outdoor Life in Botec at the CMA Fest. And the announcer comes up to me and he goes, hey, I heard the song that you guys wrote called Medal of Honor. I do a tour overseas every year to Afghanistan, and we work with Wrangler and want to know if you want to be a part of it and go over there and sing that song. And I was like, oh, my gosh, absolutely. So I was the first artist to be picked by Wrangler to go overseas, because it's usually just rodeo cowboys that get to go over. Mm-hmm. And they pick up the song as the official theme song for the Wrangler National Patriot Tour. So this is our 5th year going overseas with that song and spreading the love with it and just playing it all over the world and getting to do lots of great things. And we go into the stadium at the NFR every year, and they do a big presentation with our servicemen and women up on the big screen and on GAC there, and play that song along with it. And to be able to give back in some sort of small way is really rewarding for me, because I just love our servicemen and women and all they do for us. And every time you go down to the Wrangler website, the Wrangler National Patriot website, and you download that song Medal of Honor, a portion of the proceeds goes right back into our troops' pockets for either their kids or their kids' education, for their own education, anything that they need. Even if they need a meal or whatever, a portion of the proceeds goes right back to them.
So there you go.
I'm very blessed to be a part of that song.
So there you go, everybody. That's your call to action. Go to the National Patriot Tour Wrangler website and download that song and help a troop. It's probably the easiest, most fun way that you can do it too, right?
Yeah, I agree. Download to your heart's content.
All right. Well, it kind of leads into the next portion of what you do. You write a lot of country songs and all that, but you're also an inspirational songwriter. A lot of the music that you've got out there is very uplifting, I would have to say. It's put a smile on your face kind of stuff, and makes you think a little bit.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've been very fortunate to be able to do some great things with different organizations like Guardian Angel Soldiers Pets. We do a lot of things for the Pueblo Hospice in Pueblo, Colorado, which was a great thing that I kind of stumbled into. It was kind of cool. Again, it all goes back to another hunting show. It's in South Dakota. A lot of stuff spun off of that. But I got to know the cameraman for that show really, really well, because he was a Nebraska boy just like myself. Yeah. And he decided to quit being a cameraman. He went to work for the hospice out there I called him the genie for the hospice, because he was in charge of the Dying Wish program. And this lady was in hospice there by the name of Natalie Fagnani, and it was her dying wish to have a song written around the poem that she had created. So my buddy Brad emails me this poem, which is about 5-6 lines of a poem, and he says, "Hey, could you guys put some music and some lyrics around this poem?" I was like, "Absolutely, it'd be an honor." And so instantly, I sat down with my buddy Corey, and we wrote this song real quick, but it just kind of just fell out perfectly. And sent it off to them, just a real rough work tape of like my cell phone on my knee, me playing the song.
Yeah.
And they fell in love with it, and they sent that recording off to their local radio station. It was the most requested song in the history of the station.
Wow.
And, and Delilah picked it up and put it on her radio show, and people have been playing it all across the world, and it's been helping people's lives. And I've been getting emails from people that have just been really heartfelt, touching things. So to be able to be a part of something like that, it's just a really cool thing, to
Very
talk
cool.
about on your music career.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, that's the song "Sharing the Journey," correct?
Yes, Sharing the Journey.
Definitely. So check that one out. You've got homework now, is what it is. Listeners of the Off the Beaten Path podcast now have homework. Go listen to "Sharing the Journey" and go download as many copies of Medal of Honor off of the Wrangler National Patriot Tour website as well.
Exactly.
All right. Well, enough about you. Let's talk about you. It's time for Pimp Yourself, sir. How about that? It's time for you to tell.
Talk about me.
Yes, we're going to stop talking about you now to talk more about you. So.
Perfect.
All right. Spread the word, sir. Get everybody heading to their mobile devices. Again, we want to know your Twitter feed, your Facebook account. We want to, you don't give us your passwords or anything like that, but.
Yeah, that could be fun for a little bit, but it's a little crazy.
Yeah, as long as a real fan does it, not just some random internet troll, it'd be good.
Exactly.
So
the best place to go is straight to the main website, which is lucashoge.com. And Hoge is HOGE.com. And there you can link up on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, and every other digital outlet you can think of, we're on there. But if you go to Lucas Hoge, it's the official Lucas Hoge is our Facebook. So we're always very active on there. We're always playing games, giving away stuff, and keeping people up to date on our tours and what we've got coming up next. And, it's just keep in touch with us because we like to keep in touch with you.
That's how fans become super fans, and then eventually that's how you got people that move around the country to follow you, all right?
Exactly right.
All right. Well, Lucas, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. And before we go, we've got to have you tell us about the new single, "Should Have Loved." It's a great tune, man. I think it's an amazing love song, and it's a little bit of a heartbreak love song. But tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was sitting in the writing room down here at the label one day, and me and Brad Hall were sitting there, and we were waiting on our other buddy Tim Gates to come in, and he's out there in the hallway pacing back and forth on his cell phone. And me and Brad are just sitting there like, man, he doesn't look very good. His face is kind of somber, and finally he comes in, and I'm like, man, what's wrong? What's wrong? And he goes, man, after 32 years of marriage, my mom and dad decided to call it quits.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, that's not cool. And I was like, well, it's none of my business, but can you tell me what happened? And he said, yeah, my dad said he should have just loved her more. And I was like, man, the light switch went off, and I was like, you know what, Tim, I know you probably don't want to write right now, but if you can stumble through it, let's sit down and write the song "Should Have Loved." And we sat there and wrote it. It was probably about an hour, I think, is all it took us to write that song. And I felt very fortunate to be in the room that day and be helping my buddy through that pain and be able to come up with something as good as the song "Should Have Loved" out of it. So I really hope everybody enjoys the song as much as we enjoyed writing it, and just love your partner.
Yeah, it's like you said. It's that's sometimes all it takes is just a little bit more. You think you've given all you can, but give a little bit more. There's always room, I think. So
exactly, there's always room for more. You're right.
All right. Well, Lucas, it's been a pleasure chatting with you, sir. Big things. I hope everything goes great for you, sir. I haven't said it a lot this year, and I think I'm going to change it come season 2. I hope I never get to talk to you again. Because I talk to the newbies. I hope I never get to talk to you again because you'll just be too big for me, all right?
When we get there, we'll never be too big for anybody. So.
All right. Well, Lucas, again, thank you for your time. And then again, here it is. This is the big tune, Should Have Loved, for Mr. Lucas Hoge.
Thanks so much, man.
I like coffee in the morning, staying up at night. I love football in the winter, baseball in the summertime. I love my friends, but sometimes I just need to be alone and think. I spend all my time on all those things that really didn't matter, but there's just one thing I should have done. I should have loved the way she really needed to be loved, but I just wasn't in it long enough. And now all that other stuff that used to mean so much is just a blur. I should have loved her. Love staying home and spending evenings in front of the fire. She loved swaying on that front porch swing to cuddle when she was tired. She used to love to occupy her every waking minute with me. I was busy thinking about myself, things I thought I wanted. Still, there's just one thing I should have done. I should have loved the way she really needed to be loved, but I just wasn't in it long enough. And now all that other stuff that used to mean so much is just a blur. I should have loved her. But I just wasn't in it far enough. And now all that other stuff that used to mean so much is just a blur. I should have loved her. I should have loved.
Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/offthebeatenpath. And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
Top ends, there's a party going on, just be sure to grab the beers. We got girls in boots and jacked up toys, we don't take too kind of those city boys, cause they don't do things like we do around here. I hope you ready, it's about to get wild, I'ma show y'all how we get down tonight. We get down here in the South, pop the top and let the windows down. We get down, 10 legs and trucks, put in some Hank Crank music up. We get down, so hold on tight, yeah, we can break the rules, there ain't a cop inside. Dusty road, outskirts of town, this is where we show y'all how to get down. And we don't need your expensive wine, we got everybody says theirs is the best in town. So untuck your shirt, boy, and loosen up. I'm about to snatch this road out from under this truck and take you to a place where you won't be found. So buckle up, it's a hell of a ride. I'm about to show y'all how we get down tonight. We get down here in the South, pop a top and let the windows down. We get down, 10 legs and trucks, put in some hand crank the music up. We get down, so hold on tight, yeah, we can break the rules, there ain't a cop inside. Dusty road, outskirts of town, this is where we show y'all how to get down. Off your ass, crank the music up, we get down. So hold on tight, yeah, we can break the rules, there ain't a cop inside. Dusty road, outskirts of town, this is where we show y'all how to get down.
Off the Beaten Path podcast, me, Ben Merritt. There's Ben Wells with Get Down off the 2012 release, self-titled debut album by the same name. That's what self-titled means, by the way. Anyway, Ben Merritt, again, helping you learn about some brand new country music out there. Off the Beaten Path podcast. Again, Ben Wells kind of got that Brantley Gilbert feel to him. I like it. I'm digging it. So head out and get that album either on iTunes. By the way, I find a lot of my favorite new artists on Spotify too. So, because, well, Spotify is real easy to work for me personally. I'm not that smart. Leave me alone. All right. All right. Off the Beaten Path podcast can be found online on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can email me too if you've got maybe an artist that you want me to hear that maybe isn't getting played anywhere else. So send it along, otbppodcast@gmail.com. to get me all the information on your favorite artist. And again, get me involved in your favorite stuff. So, all right. So from Ben Wells, we head on over to Jesse Watson. Jesse's got a new single out. It's called Pony Up. And this is it right here on Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
Jacuzzi tub, everybody in, rubber dub, Bud Light truck, just pulled up, tap your can, fill your cup. Till now it's all been horsing around, time to pony up. Whiskey's warm, these girls are hot. You've been talking game, son, here's your shot. The women here, they outnumber the men, so just take your pick, cause they all attend. Till now it's all been horsing around, time to pony up. Time to pony up, show your hands. Put your money where your mouth is, son. You say that you're the man. Time to pony up. Tonight's the night. Well, you sinking right to the bullseye. It's time to pony up. Honky tonk, cowboy tough. You've ran your mouth, and I've called you bluff. Bet you think you get the best of me. Well, let's take it out in the street. Till now it's all been horsing around. Time to pony up. Time to pony up. Show your hands. Put your money where your mouth is, boy. You said that you're the man. Time to pony up tonight. Well, you shake it right to the bullseye. It's time to pony up. Me and her, all alone. Party's over, and everybody's gone. And all night long, you been teasing me. And girl, it's time to play between the sheets. Till now, it's all been horsing me around. Time to pony up. Time to pony up. Show your hands. Put my money where my mouth is, girl. I'll prove that I'm the man. Time to pony up. Tonight's the night. We shake it right to the bullseye. It's time to pony up. We shake it right to the bullseye. It's time to pony up.
Like us on Facebook.
Are you on Facebook or Twitter?
At facebook.com/offthebeatenpath.
Twitter.
And follow us on Twitter at OTBP Podcast.
Mama warned you about running around with boys like me. That's 'cause she knows my mind is full of possibilities. She said the crazy kind don't ever do right, and nothing good happens after midnight. Your mama ain't around to lay the law down. That little grin is saying jump in. No, you know we got it, got it. Come on and get it, get it. It ain't the money, honey. It's just the love and honey. We got that something, something. That sweet as sugar, sugar. You want it, we got it. Come on and get it, get it. Yeah. I feel the chemistry across a crowded room. Anticipation got me burning, burning for you. The thought of touching you, enough to make me sweat. That's something, 'cause nothing ain't even happened yet. Light up your cell phone, go on and make the call. Mama, baby, ain't gonna make it home, no. You know we got it, got it. Come on and get it, get it. It ain't the money, honey. It's just the love and honey. We got that something, something. That sweet as sugar, sugar. You want it, we got it. Come on and get it, get it. Strange how a man and a woman got a chemical thing. Blame the game, not the player. It's a runaway train that'll mess with your brain like you're going insane. And it ain't, no, it ain't ever gonna change. You know we got it, got it. Come on and get it, get it. It ain't the money, honey. Just the love and honey. We got that something, something. That sweet as sugar, sugar. You want it, we got it. Come on and get it, get it. Yeah. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know we got it, got it. Come on and get it, get it. Come on and, come on and, come on and get it, get it. It's just the love and honey.
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. And there you go. That's Bill Gentry. And that's one of like three singles that he released in 2013. That is Get It, Get It. Gotta get it, get it. Also released in 2013 was Ice Cold Beer and Red Hot Women and Who's Gonna Take Me Home. Bill Gentry out there working. He's definitely working hard, again, to get a name for himself here in country music. And, well, with fans like you, if you just, kind of keep talking about him, keep playing his music for other friends that don't know who Bill Gentry is, or maybe you just learned who Bill Gentry is, and in that case, you're welcome to you and to Bill. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. Again, thank you for hanging out with me and learning about some brand new country music out there. Speaking of which, we got Eric Durance featuring Tobacco Road Band, which, by the way, is kind of oxymoronic, but I'll explain why that's oxymoronic after this. Here it is. It's Eric Durance featuring Tobacco Road Band. Hold On to My Love. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt.
Grab my guitar and make my way to the door. Her eyes say, I don't want you to go. I wanna take that old guitar sometimes and break it. This life can be so cold sometimes, I hate it. And as the wheels turn, I can feel the rain falling in my heart again. And it's almost more than I can tell. Underneath the lights, I can hear her voice again. When you feel like letting go and giving up, baby, hold on to my love. I call her up just to say I love you. I fight back the tears, 'cause I don't want her to hear me cry. She laughs at me and says, now, babe, it's okay. Swallow my heart and head back out on the highway. And as the wheels turn, I can feel the rain falling in my heart again. And it's almost more than I can tell. Underneath the lights, I can hear her voice again. When you feel like letting go and giving up, baby, hold on to my love. There's no way to turn around when you come this far now, baby. It's killing me tonight, 'cause I don't want to say goodbye. As the wheels turn, I can feel the rain falling in my heart again. And it's almost more than I can take. Underneath the lights, I can hear her voice again. When you feel like letting go and giving up, baby, hold on to my, baby, hold on to my, baby, hold on to my love.
Off the Beaten Path podcast with me, Ben Merritt. And there you go. That's Eric Durant featuring Tobacco Road Band and Hold On to My Love. Now, the reason why I was saying it was oxymoronic to say that Eric Durant's featuring Tobacco Road Band is because, well, Tobacco Road Band is fronted by Eric Durant. So it's just basically Eric Durant and the band. It's Tobacco Road Band. But Eric occasionally does his own solo stuff, and Tobacco Road Band is okay with it. I don't know. Tobacco Road Band came out with an album in 2013. It's called Coming Back Round. And then Eric has his new single that is out. And that was it, by the way. I Hold On to My Love featuring Tobacco Road Band. So check it out. Again, Eric Durant's DURRANCE or Tobacco Road Band. Either way, they're both fantastic in whichever incarnation you want to hear. And no, not incarnation in a flower, but that was bad, trust me. It's Off the Beaten Path podcast. Me, Ben Merritt, again. Thanks for hanging out here, learning about brand new country music, and again, being part of that movement of forward-thinking country music and getting some new stuff out there. Next week, Josh Grider going to be on the show. Kind of a cool deal. He'll be my second or third Troubadour, Texas artist. No Zane Williams. I think I talked to somebody else too. So anyway, Josh Grider going to be on the show next week. Looking forward to that one. So again, thank you. And if you have anybody that you think I should hear, again, send them my way. It's otbppodcast@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook and Twitter as well. Off the Beaten Path Podcast on Facebook and at OTBP Podcast on Twitter. Again, thank you very much and have yourself a great week. We'll talk again next week for more Off the Beaten Path Podcast with me, Ben Merritt.